Most people quit at 40%. That's what David Goggins believes. When your mind tells you you're done, tired, broken, finished, you've only tapped into 40% of your potential. In his book, Can't Hurt Me, Goggins shares the mental frameworks he used to go from 300-pound exterminator to Navy SEAL, ultra-endurance, athlete, and world record holder. This isn't about motivation. It's about rewiring your mind to embrace pain, push past your limits, and become the kind of person who never backs down. Here's how the 40% rule works, and how you can use it to break through your own mental barriers. 1. What is the 40% rule? The 40% rule is simple. When you feel like you're maxed out, you're really only at 40% of what you're capable of. Most people stop when it gets hard. But Goggins learned that the mind gives up long before the body does. That voice telling you to stop, that's your comfort zone. That's your fear talking. That's the part of you that wants safety, not growth. And to become unbreakable, you have to learn to ignore that voice. 2. Callous the mind. Goggins didn't just build his body, he built mental armor. He calls it callousing the mind. Just like lifting weights strengthens your muscles, doing hard things strengthens your mind. Every time you push past pain, discomfort, or fear, even in small ways, you're retraining yourself to be tougher the next time. Here's the truth. If you avoid discomfort, your tolerance shrinks. If you seek it, your tolerance expands. Pain isn't the enemy. It's the pathway. 3. The accountability mirror. One of the most powerful tools Goggins used was what he called the accountability mirror. Every night, he'd look in the mirror and be brutally honest with himself. No excuses, just truth. He'd write sticky notes with the things he needed to change, his weight, his habits, his mindset, and stick them to the mirror. The point wasn't shame. The point was ownership. You can't fix what you won't face. 4. The cookie jar method. When things got tough, Goggins reached into what he called his cookie jar, a mental archive of past victories. Every time he wanted to quit, he'd remind himself of everything he'd already overcome. Navy SEAL, Hell Week, ultramarathons, childhood abuse, racism, poverty. Each cookie was proof that he was tougher than his circumstances. So when your mind screams, I can't, you reach into your cookie jar and prove it wrong. 5. Embrace the suck. Goggins has a simple mantra. Embrace the suck. Most people run from pain. He runs into it, because inside the discomfort, that's where growth lives. He believes the more you suffer voluntarily, the more you control your reality. It's not about being reckless. It's about choosing to do hard things. On purpose, discomfort builds discipline, and discipline builds freedom. 6. The governor in your head. Goggins says your mind has a built-in governor. Like a limiter on a car engine, it protects you, but it also holds you back. The key is learning to override it. To push a little further, to see what happens when you don't quit. Because just beyond that wall, that's where the real growth is. 7. How to use the 40% rule in your life. You don't need to run 100 miles to use the 40%. Rule starts small. Do 5 more reps than you planned. Run 2 more minutes than feels comfortable. Sit with discomfort instead of distracting yourself. Every time you push past the point where your mind says stop, you expand what's possible. You don't have to feel fearless, you just have to act anyway. Let's recap what Goggins teaches us. Your mind quits long before your body does. You're capable of more, way more, than you think. Use the accountability mirror to be honest with yourself. Store your wins in your cookie jar callus, your mind by doing hard things. Embrace the suck and override your internal governor. This is how you go from average to unstoppable. This is Mind in Minutes, where we break down life-changing ideas in under 10 minutes. Don't just be motivated, be forged.